Hi everybody, Sean Holsinger here from Holsinger's Fly Shop. Bringing you another very simple pattern today. This is an egg pattern. We're going to tie it on our Daiichi X510 size 10 hook. Okay, if you watch all my videos, I like to use this hook when I go up for salmon. It's a very, very heavy gauged wire. Nice wide hook gap, which is another thing that I really like about this hook. It's perfect for this egg because you need a little bit wider hook gap. The next thing we're going to put on it is these otter eggs. You can see that's a string of rubber eggs. They're called otter eggs. This is a size 8mm. It's transparent apricot is the color. Just a really natural looking color, natural egg color. All you do, you see the rubber egg here. It's really rubbery, squishy. All we're going to do is we're just going to run our hook right down through the middle of that egg. Just like you're putting a salmon egg on your hook. Okay, then we're going to put it in our vise here. Now, you can fish that way if you wanted. That's all you really need to do if you're really simple. But I hate to call that a fly. That's hardly tying a fly, in my opinion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up to the head here. I'm going to come back in. This is a milky egg, okay? It's going to be milky, like a seine covered veil over it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that veil on now. The next thing we're going to use is some tan thread. If we have white would probably work better. I just didn't have any handy, so going to use some tan thread right now. I fished this egg the other day, and honestly, the first cast, as soon as it hit the water, I had a fish on. It worked that well for me. Oops, bumped the camera there. I really was impressed with this egg. Can't wait to try it out up in New York here next couple weeks. Next thing we're going to use is egg veil from the same company that made the eggs, the otter eggs here. They have egg veil. The color is white. Get her. There we go. A little clearer for you. What it is, it's a material kind of like a wool kind of material. Actually the same kind of yarn that's in the egg yarn almost, and you're just going to pull out a clump of it. And the first time I fished this, I thought, I don't want very much veil on there. I don't want it to be real pronounced. I took it out, I put it in the water, and what happened was the veil hit the water and it all shrunk up, and you really didn't have much of a veil to it. So I wasn't real pleased with that. So what I'm doing now is I'm adding a fair amount more veil to it. And what you do is you just set it on top of the hook and you just trap all them fibers down. And then we're going to wind a couple turns back towards the back. Just tie this into place. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip finish my thread here. I want to get my thread in front of the hook, but I don't want it over that rubber egg making a, holding the egg down. So we're just going to whip finish that off, tie it off. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to push the egg back over the veil. There you can see that veil material is now trapped inside the egg. Now I'm going to come back in with my thread, tie my thread down at the front now, and we're going to put the veil over the egg. Now, like I said, I made it rather thick, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and spread this out and make it real wide, make a nice wide veil, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to pull it over top of the egg. I made it wide like that so it would cover the whole way around the egg. Okay, now that I have it around the egg, I'm going to take and I'm going to really loosely put a loose wrap around all that veil and then pull it tight. Okay. Now, that would be enough right there. I'm going to add just a little bit more because, like I said, this is going to take on water and it's going to all pull together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this again and I'm going to pull it back, exposing my hook. Just going to pull it back over the egg and tie off my thread. Make a nice small little head there. whip finish this down and tie off my thread. Okay, now this is, you see the veil here? That's a little bit longer than I want, so I'm just going to pull it back with my fingers, trim it down some, and there I have the veil like I want it. That is all that is to that very, very, very simple fly. Just a Milky Egg. I know it's going to work great whenever I take it up to New York and fish it here. You saw how quick that was to tie. That's, you know, a 3 or 4 minute tie. If you're not talking and just tying, you can hammer a bunch of these out. Like I said, I tried it on my trout stream here at home just to see what it would, how it performed, and it performed flawlessly. I was really, really pleased how to fish on the first cast. So give this very simple egg pattern a try on your steelhead trip, or, you know, it's winter time coming here. The trout are going to be spawning. I've seen a couple reds. I'm not sure if it's a sucker started or what, but you know, there's fish spawning right now. Egg patterns are the things to go to. So try it out. I hope you like it. And it's very, very simple. Great beginner's fly. Thanks for watching. As always, I'm Sean Holsinger from Holsinger's Fly Shop. You can find all the materials to tie this on our website, holsingersflyshop.com.